All right, let's pick up with our multiplication tables here. And if you recall, we were talking about this very special set of numbers that we called perfect squares, multiplying by the doubles. 1 times 1, 2 times 2, 3 times 3, so on and so forth. And I said one very important thing about this is that it actually divides the multiplication table in half. And that becomes very, very important for what we're going to be looking at next. Let's go ahead and jump to this page right here. And what we're going to see, and let me go ahead and get zoomed in here so we can really get a good look at this. And that is, we are down to just 10 problems that you just need to memorize. All right. And these, there's some tricks that go with some of them. There's some rhymes that go with some of them. But for the most part, we're just down with 10 numbers that need to be memorized. And here's the beauty of this, is that they are on either side of this red line. So we've got 4 times 3, and there's 3 times 4. All right, 6 times 3, 3 times 6. 6 times 4 and 4 times 6. So what you can see is that we have this this overlapping pattern, right? That if we know one, we're going to end up knowing the other. All right, and that's what makes this method here that I've kind of taught you. That's what makes it so much easier. Okay, so here are the 10, and like I said, you're just going to have to sit down and memorize some of them. So let's get to our lesson here, and I am not going to go through everything in this because I think that once we have these strategies down, it becomes pretty simple to look at. So we're going to jump right into page 205. We can go ahead and just mark that out and say 205. And on page 205, we're not even going to do all of the show and share and on your own like we've done. We're going to do this a little bit differently. And let's take a good close look at some of these questions. 6 times 1, we should know that simply because any number times 1 is equal to that number. So we'll go ahead and go there. Let's go to this one. 6 times 5. Automatically we ought to be seeing, oh, that's a multiply by 5, so that is 30. We can look here. 3 times 9. We ought to instantly get in on that 9 and say that it is 2. So we are 1 less than the 3, and then 2 plus what number gives me 9? That is 27. Let's come down here. 2 times 3. This is counting by 2's. 2, 4, 6. And let's go to this one. 3 times 0. That's 0. 1 times 6. Any number times 1 is going to be equal to that number. We'll skip these, and oh, here's a double. 3 times 3, that is 9. And any number times 10 is like any number times 1, add a 0. So what we have left over here are a lot of the problems that we have right over here. All right, and these are just a matter, like I said, you're just going to have to memorize them, spend some time with them, and you should be fine. So 3 times 7, that is 21. 3 times 6 is 18. You know, and another thing to do too, if you want, just get a note card or something like that. Write these 10 on here so you can quickly reference them. 3 times 6, again, is 18. times 3. That's going to be right here. That's 24. 6 times 7. That's going to be right here. That's 42. So with this assignment, we are really just looking at these right here. So we have these numbers and this one. And this one right here. All right, so let's see what we got here with these questions. Ooh, and these are fun. These are kind of like what we call a function box, or looking at what number is going to give this. So we're going to multiply by 3. So when we multiply 4 times 3, we get 12. All right. Now, what number times 3 gives me 18? That number is 6. All right, let's come here. 5 times 6 is going to give me 30. And 7 times 6 will give me 42. And then finally over here, all right, we got to figure out what this factor is. So 3 times some number, I don't know what it is. All right, 3 times a number, I don't know what it is, gives me 15. And it would appear that that number is 5. So 3 times 5 is 15, and 2 times 5 is going to give me 10. So, even though there are some strategies and things like this for this lesson, I think that if we go back and concentrate on just memorizing the 10 that are left, that all of a sudden multiplication is going to become pretty easy for you. So good luck with your assignment. If you have any questions, let me know, and we'll talk to you here at another time.